Shooby-doo, baby. You know who it is and you know what it is. Mr. Kool-Aid, baby, a.k.a. the Ghetto Wayne New, a.k.a. Mr. Macathermostatic, a.k.a. Mr. Zone 3, and then some, and some more. Hey, this is how I start my day. Very bubbly, and so hood rich.
One time for your motherfucking back, bitch. Cool Ace.
We on the Cool Ace documentary.
Pimpin' ain't no illusion, pimpin' ain't never lie. Oh, pimpin's on that hair on your pimp tripped out on that fire. The dice that came through and straight threw off all the game. Got all these hoes thinking naked, man, they stay on chain. But it ain't no illusion.
Shooby-doo, baby, y'all know who it is, or maybe we don't know who it is. I would like to invite y'all to my world. Maybe y'all can help me understand it. TRIPOLAR story, Cool Ace.
P.I.M.P. take the P's and I am. I want your pinholes in my army like a Uncle Sam and we.
I'm over here with Cool Ace, man. We over here. Shooby-doo, baby. Here's Will, my man.
What's up, Mike? You already know.
We're doing an interview at Patchwork. He interviewed me, man. They talk about the old days and shit. Talk about MC Breed and goddamn. Shut your motherfucking ass up.
We suffer from the same problem, man. Hey, that's why I gotta go get everybody, because I can't remember all this shit.
Brain contusions. Pimp C was the conclusion. Pimpin' ain't no illusion.
So one day, I wear a three-piece suit to school. And this is how I got my name. Listen close. You know, when you get up in Atlanta between the hours of 8 to 12, it's kind of cool. And between the hours of 12 to 3, the sun reaches its peak. So by lunchtime, I got on a corduroy suit. Not the little corduroy, the big corduroy. Real big. Sun hits, 12:30, 1 o'clock, boom. I'm walking through the amphitheater at Silver High School, and my school bag was my mama's jewelry box, a Samsonite jewelry box that I used to take to school. Around, you know, I'm 4'11". Gary Coleman Afro, whoop hard in the middle, Vaseline, three-piece suit, with the little Buster Brown shoes on, size 12, man. So the whole school, I walked in the amphitheater, the whole school. It was almost like, you ever watch that movie, Carrie? They all gonna laugh at you, man, the whole school. Ah, everybody laughing at me. I'm sweating, big balls of sweat, because it's 98 degrees now. I got a three-piece suit with a Samsonite jewelry box that belonged to my brother, my mama. But I'm walking through there. I'm still walking with my swag, man. The whole school say, man, this cat is too cool. But that day they started calling me cool. And later on I had to age because, you know, I started rapping. And it had to change the name later because of problems with General Mills, which I'll just explain that as we go further. But yeah, man, it was a hot day, bro, with a three-piece suit on. And I stood the test of being, you know, laughed at by the whole entire school, man, and I still kept my composure and my cool. I guess I earned that damn name, would you say so?
You know what I mean? I hear Cool Ace. All I hear is Cool Ace, Cool Ace. It wasn't Cool Ace, it was Kool-Aid. You dig what I'm saying at first? Kool-Aid. I've been seeing the pimpin', like I told you, I seen the pimpin' in him since in high school when he was going to Jelly Bean, cause you know he had on a suit. And you know what I mean? And you know, we clicked. The rest is history. You know.
Home was on some OG moves, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was in the locker room cutting hair. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of King Ridge, you know what I'm saying? But he had so much flair and savoir-faire, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't had no other choice. He taught brothers like Corey Dutch how to get the game, because Corey Dutch ended up cutting hair after that. But what I'm saying is, at this moment, it was 1992. I'm running around the dungeon. I'm one of the 5 MCs in the dungeon. No disrespect to none of my brothers, but it wasn't my time. But because we made that connection, me, him, DJ Toon, Red Money, a couple of other cats from Ben Hill, you know what I'm saying? We made them connections. Bro ended up calling me saying, yo, we got this studio, we at the Icebox, Blase. Me, him, Jazz Faye, Big Zach. We running around creating music. We were all powers from different entities. But when we came together, we created the most phenomenal piece of music.
Pimpin' in the South, that's why I came in there.
Yeah, you came at the top of that.
Yeah, Pimpin' in the South.
That's how we started creating.
Was that train bass line?
We were working on Pimpin' in the South. And hey, Malcolm Thermostatic Zone, Jazzy, Swift C, and Zach. All of us was down there.
And so we formed a brotherhood. And we all became, thick as thieves, like literally together 24/7. Wasn't nobody going out of town, flying out of town, Atlanta was out of town. That was, that was enough. We didn't need to do shit else.
It's all about that cash flow. It's this underground sound check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross country.
I bought him it was a pajama set, right? And it was like net. And he had that on and he was going, across the window. And I'm like, they were like, he's coming down the street,
It was like a pimping ass Prince or something. This shit would have went viral, I promise you.
We call this Kool-Aid's Players Day on the South Side, Family Day. A Family Day parade. We was gonna have what we call a Family Day parade. And at the same time, it was my release party. And we got a couple of people, club owners, CC who owned it, Illusions at that time, to be a part of it as well. But anyway, so we came up with the vision of me coming down Camerton Road or something that we can be impactful, that could help me sell this album. Because I had a 75-25 deal. He had got us with Esteban. We was making $13, we was making $8 a CD. So this day, we all lined our friends up, invited different car groups out, clubs, the 5.0s. Anyway, we did, people with whips, cats from Cali, my man Mike from Decatur. And we all met up at Camerton and DOCLow in the Camerton Plaza, right there behind Chester Chicken. That was the meeting point, and the parade would go from there down Camerton Road at 3 o'clock to Club Illusions, where we would, that's where we would end up at, and then later on that night, there'll be a party. But anyway, once everybody met up, nobody knew the plan that I had prepared the night before that. We already came up with the idea that I was gonna come down Camerton Road in a flatbed truck. Yeah, that's right, in a flatbed truck with my gals on the flatbed truck, drinking bubbly with the on in the fishnet outfit that my baby mama had got me from Victoria's Secret. Yeah, that's right. And so I'm all in. I'm very masculine. I'm very secure in myself. Back then I was making anyway. I was really, had my foot to the ground, getting my pimp on real hard. And so as we came down Camerton Road, I'm on the back of the truck. Everybody, Cadillac, limos, all the whips, they ain't switches and everything. When we get to Illusions, Greg Street is in the parking lot. Greg had heard about me and the movement I had underground. Because back then, I think had 97.5 had came in and I had got some rhythm with Steve Hedges. Another story for another time. But anyway, Greg met me down. We invited him out, of course, RSVP. And at the end of the parade in Illusions parking lot, as we came down Camerton Road, there Greg Street was, and he took what was called a DAT out of my partner's pocket, Carlos Glove. He used to call him pocketbook because every time you see him, he got all these DATs. We didn't have couldn't Bluetooth or email back then, man. This was before the internet.
This is TJ Coleman here with the man himself, Cool Ace. I think he already earned the status of Pimp of the Year in '95. What you got to say to the Atlanta, Cool Ace?
Well, basically, I would just like to say Hello to all my fans out there in ATLGA.
This nigga got so many all the pimp rock their hoes. He got pimps on the motherfucking stage with him that's in the feds right now. Sir Charles, a lot of these niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? I was there. We had old boy town rolling it up. The man killed the game. He came out with them but pimps on the stage. So, you know, Pimpin' in the South, that was that album right there.
You know, the damn title song, matter of fact, is one of the last tracks I did, which is Macatherm Static Zone, which basically summarized the whole entire album. You know, most people really, it's hard for them to define this word, and even pronounce it as well. You know what I'm saying? Macatherm Static Zone. But this is basically the world that I live in, the people that I deal with, the environment I dwell in, you know? I mean, straight up, a whole different type of order of a thing. You know, pimping in the South, hey, pimping till I die, Icebox, that's what the XXX now. You know, the Temple, Come and Go, Grooving to the Vibe, all of these, you know, are pretty much compositions on this, what word am I looking for? On this dictionary.
And then that night, I performed, and you know, the whole city came out to support me, man.
He's been a veteran around these parts for a good little while, you know what I'm saying? I respect him as a man, and I respect him as an artist by staying true to what he, you know what I'm saying, to something that he loved, you know what I'm saying? Something that, you know what I'm saying, that we all as artists are born with, you know what I'm saying, to a certain extent. So, he's cool, man. I like how the album turned out, man, you know what I'm saying? Some members of my media family, you know what I'm saying, Slick Potters got a chance to participate on the Macatherm Static Zone, you know what I'm saying, LP, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's tight, man, you know what I'm saying? I know he cool, you know what I'm saying? He cool. I like what he stand for. He a cool nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Only person I know from Atlanta with dreads now. I heard you did a remix with Cool Ace. How'd that come along?
We still working on it now. It's kind of tight. It was myself, my partner Paul Lewis, and DJ Wiz. You know what I'm saying? We doing a little stuff, Dynamic Duo Productions. So we working on a tight remix, and also my partner Cersei from 89.3. Him and Rob are doing a remix for Macatherm Stack. So me and Paul did a remix for Really Really Pimpin', you know what I'm saying? So we trying to work it all out and just make it the bomb, you know what I'm saying? Because this is Atlanta, we gotta look out for our own peoples, you know what I'm saying? We don't look out, who gonna look out for us, you know what I'm saying?
And but let me let you know this, we did this. I did this out, you know, hustling, man, you know what I'm saying? Flat backing and macking and pimping his old. This was back then, can't put nothing on it. I did this out of my hustle pocket. I didn't have no budget. You know what I'm saying? When you got to deal with Ichabod, all they would do is distribute your stuff to the areas where you have a demand. So it was up for us. When I say us, that's me and Carlos Glover only. You know what I'm saying? We was the label. Me, Carlos Glover, and the finances was the whores. You know, the strippers. You know what I'm saying? They financed pretty much my first project, man, all the way out. When I did my road, when I hit the road, promoted, man, I made it all the way down near to Texas, man, and they ran off, and me and Carlos turned around and come on back home.
These hoes fall down with their mouth wide.
That's that music and shit. I ain't putting my dick in shit. Words to the dick. Shake that ass for daddy, get down. Shake that ass for daddy, get down.
I think pimping is the most misused word in the dictionary, you know? Because basically there's a real damper, a real dirty rag on the word pimping in society. The first thing that comes to people's mind is, you know, the degrading and the depravement of women, but that's not pimping. Pimping is an actual principle, man. Pimping is being able to benefit from each and every situation you get yourself in, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it exists on all levels, so let us not just deal with one particular aspect of pimping. If we're gonna deal with pimping and macking, then let us deal with the full circle of it.
Everyone's in quarantine. Hold up. It's like dice. If you can't make your point and your crowd, pay your price. Man, shake that ass for daddy, get down.
My whole life, my dad just never whooped me. He's never ever put his hands on me. So it was always kind of like princess mode. Like, I'd be scared to make him mad, just even. And you know how they say a girl marries her father, or they fall in love with their father. And so, if my father was pimp, what do you think my love life is like? So, that being though, I just became really observant. So I just, looked around and stuff like that. As well as all the women. When I was young, they were just models. But then you grow up and y'all going to model stuff at 1 o'clock in the morning. So you just, I learned.
First pimp I seen was my oldest brother, Big Gip. He was a real pimp. I always wonder why my nephew's mom and them was standing by the Krispy Kreme up in the West End. I always, when I would walk to the mall, I lived in Mechanicsville, and you could walk from Mechanicsville to the West End Mall, so I would walk at least a couple times a week, because we used to go in the garbage can to get the hot donuts out at Krispy Kreme. But every time I walked them, I always saying my nieces and nephews, mama and them standing up there. I'm like, damn, why do they work up? I didn't know that. So I later figured out that my big brother was pimping the dog shit out of him. Like, he was pimping on him. So that's the first pimp I seen. And I used to watch him come in the house with those fine clothes on. And with his hair like the Mac, man, he had the, oh God, let me tell you something, man. The diamond tuck Cadillac, man, Fleetwood. But he was pimping on my nephews and nieces' mama. So, he was a hell of a pimp, and that was the first person I ever seen pimp. Now, scroll forward to Mechanicsville, and when I was a young kid, my mother worked at Yates and Milton down on Auburn Avenue. So Yates and Milton is on Auburn Avenue, and if you go up the street, right up the street, 2 shakes is the Rialto, and there's a Church's Chicken. So every time I would get the opportunity to sneak out of Yates and Milton, back in the 70s, I would go up to the Rialto to see this old man used to be up there. The Rialto would be sitting in front, and I'd sneak up there. And, there was a lot of pimps at the Church's Chicken. I was always enthused by the cars that they had, and they were sitting up there. Sir Charles was up there as well, and then later on in my life, I got the opportunity to meet this man and work immensely and intensely with him, become great friends. But that's the first time I seen some pimp was my brother and those pimps out on Auburn Avenue. And later on in life, when I caught my first hoe, right about the temple, and I really, be honest with you, come on, man. I was ashamed to be seen with a white woman, so I was pimping on the white girl, and when I get out of the car, I'd be like, you go first. Talking about pimping, I always pimped in places or took my game to places where where I got all kind of connections, where I know the club owner, the security, the gangsters in the street, the GDs, or the Bloods. I'm going where I'm safe at. So certain places where I can know, certain places that I'm not familiar with, certain places that people will put me on, I ain't going on, I'm not going there. That's a fool. You'll be a fool to go places you don't know about to hustle. You go where you hustle and where you come from. That's what cross country means. Me going to the places where you know the people and putting it down.
Most of us become victim of the hood,
Lost a lot of friends to the dope game, to dope, to ignorance, to crime.
A large number has become a victim of the hood to the degree we never able to do the things that we set out to do in life.
We shook this damn town up all the way to the point where I will go into later about, some of those people that were involved, some of the pimps were involved, end up getting fed cases later on for some of the activities that was taking place.
Ain't no sunshine right now.
I raised most of my children, that's how I raised them, with going to thrift shops, flea markets and things, because not having a man in the house, I had to do the best I could. He's very kind-hearted and maybe too giving, because he give his shirt off his back if somebody needed it, And that's one of the things that got him into some of his problems. He's very easygoing, and he likes to just do for people. Now, that part I know he got from me.
Faith, just a little bit of faith.
Faith, just a little bit of faith. He didn't have a whole lot, but he used just what he got.
That's right.
Faith, just a little bit of faith.
I'm your mother, I'm your daddy, I'm that nigga in the alley. I'm your doctor when you need, want some coke, have some weed.
We sang a whole new verse on Pusha Man. And check this out, as soon as we got ready to drop the record, Ice-T dropped his version. Booyah, and boom. And so, we didn't even drop our version, but I have a recorded composition mastered with Curtis Mayfield and myself singing a new verse on Pusha Man. No. Yeah, it was on the B-side. It was on the John Muhammad song, the B-side.
Music is what I want to do. I wouldn't say it's a hobby for me. It's more than a hobby, but I wouldn't say it was my main focus. Because I see how hard and how much effort, especially being around my dad and my brother, that they put into it. And I don't think I'm there yet.
Cool Ace, and I gave it by his son because his son is so prolific in the same art as Cool Ace, and when I see how good his son is, and I asked his son how old he was, and he wasn't nowhere near as old as long as I've known Cool Ace, and remind me how long me and Ace go back, and it's like, damn, we that young?
Well, the reason I do music, well, back then, my highest reason was doing music is because, like, when I ain't have it too well, like, when I was the beginning, I wanted to impress my dad. Like, you feel me? I wanted to be the fastest, make him look at me. So, I stayed down. I got my music together. I got myself together. And then he noticed me. He noticed what I had going on. He would tell me I was ready.
Working with Cool Ace, man, he's a match. He's a match for a match, Cool the kind of guy, he can take your ideas and he can help you to create them and put them in a way that it's real authentic and it's real pure and it's a fiber of what it really comes from. So he was that first producer that I ever worked with that, just understood me as a writer. And then, like I said, it was his idea to develop me as an artist.
I had so much venom, meaning deadly rhymes, locked in my body that I had to go somewhere and release this stuff. Cause I wasn't getting no opportunities at the dungeon. I wasn't getting no opportunities. I missed Southern Playalistic, I missed Soul Food, I missed ATLians, and after that, I was on Still Standing. I was on Equipment. Like I started getting my chances, but before that though, Cool Ace saw something in me as a young MC and allowed me to put a verse out, and it came out.
And it was a situation with the Loonies that I went down the short, had came, to Atlanta, and I know Cool Ace was one of the artists that he had picked up instantly to be a part of what he was doing, and that was a great look. They did Buy You Some with one of my bosses,
Eric Sermon, and that was a great remix. Cool Ace held it down on the charts, you know, locking the radio stations down, you know, and really didn't have a record out, you know, and just me knowing him, I look up to him for the simple fact that he's a go-getter. You know, my father, you know, he's a savage, man. He sold heroin and was in the pimp game, man. You know, so when I see niggas that represent something that, you know, really I'm cut from, the cloth that I'm cut from, I gotta instantly, like, either give it respect or, you know, just go the other route. Now, I respect him. I respect his game. I respect what he's done in the industry and, you know, independently as a person, because he's still here, you know, and that's without the big vehicle behind him. He out here getting it, you know. Every show that nigga hosting, you see what he doing, you see the energy. He up there where Fusion and all them guys at, as far as talent wise, and he definitely is a force to be reckoned with out here in this world.
His live performance is off the chain. I'm surprised that, man, Kool-Aid should be like, he should have his own show right now. I mean, he should have been had his own TV show, reality show, all of that. I mean, he's more entertaining than the Flavor of Love. If that was the Kool-Aid, oh my God.
Like he the right now Sammy Davis. I ain't gonna say the new age Sammy Davis. He's the right now Sammy Davis. And before I started believing the way that I believe, I would have said, nah, I ain't no Sammy Davis Jr. He ain't no Sammy Davis Jr. He the new Kool-Aid. No. He bleeds that blood though. He bleeds that Sammy Davis, man. Look at him. He bleed that. Somewhere down the line, bro. You know what I mean? For real. But for you to have that much flamboyancy about your talent, you gotta be connected to him some type of way spiritually. You know what I mean?
So I found music was a comfort to me. So being with Carlos Glover, you know, he's engineering for, like I say, everybody. He was doing Bree's project down at Kayla at this time, which was a studio owned by Ichiban Records. And Bree had such an effect on my life because at that time, MC Bree was a very, very hot and prominent artist. He's working with artists like Tupac, everything from the West Coast, Midwest. I mean, Bree is a international, more national figure when it comes to hip hop. He's putting everybody together from different ranges. So he showed me so much love, man. So much love. He had this music movement going on within himself and at his home and around him that brought people from everywhere, man. I mean, from the West Coast to East Coast, down South, everybody loved MC Bree. So me being around him, it motivated me to start back doing music.
I'm Jazzy Faye. Right. You know, I got a lot of names. Jazzy Faye, Jazzy Fizzle. Ladies and gentlemen, it's yours truly, Jazzy Fenzel Burgundy, Obama Luther King Jr., Jackson 5 the First. You dig? Yeah, oh boy. So, of course, you know, when I met Cool, it was like, you know, match made in heaven type thing. It was like, you know, this is my bro right here. You know, we was always just, it seemed like every time I got with Cool, I would leave Breed House for at least 4-5 days. They come back and be like, nigga, we need some beats. Like, you know what I'm saying? So time went by, and of course, I kind of grew out of the nest. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I need to spread out a little bit, and you know, came and, you know, like Cool was like, man, come on over here, man. Right. Come on over here, man. We can get some equipment. You know what I'm saying? He had a chick, you know what I'm saying, that he was kicking with, and he was like, man, give me a list. He said, I remember he came in the house, his eyes was lit. He said, give me a list of all the equipment that we need. We need everything, like from the microphone to monitor, whatever we need, you know what I'm saying, and we're gonna go get it. Boy, that man came in there, boy, had them boxes, everything, MPC 3000, all of that stuff. I was like, oh! Yeah. And that began, you know, Jazzy Faye and Kool-Aid as the producer as well. You know what I'm saying? Because he was there as my student. You know what I mean? Like just soaking up all the game, the sounds, and he just started going there and learning. And he was really more intricate than me on the MP because he went in there and just started twerculating all these little sounds and little envelopes and just doing all kind of different, finding out what did what.
So here's some good news. A Lilburn restaurant brings the best the ocean has to offer right here to Metro Atlanta.
And Good Day Atlanta's Paul Milliken is live at Seaside Grill this morning. And Paul, it's a real party out there. Good morning.
It really is a real party. Real quick, how's everyone doing out here? I mean, we got some Good Day viewers that came in back here. Love to see that. We got the band back here. And let me tell you all something, okay? Like, I thought I had energy. I thought I was a positive person. I thought I could spread that positivity. And then I met Clay Red and realized I got a long way to go before I get to your level. You are amazing, man. It's great to see you. How are you?
Scooby-Doo, man. Always a pleasure to be here and be on your show.
I want to, first of all, I want to talk about this song. So I think a lot of our viewers know it. They've seen it on social media. They have done the dance. Your song, Chicken Wing, is like crazy. It is everywhere. Where did this song come from, man?
I just had what you call epiphany, you know, and I just had this vision, this epiphany about chicken, you know, and I even took some of the money that was invested to the project, and I purchased 5,000 shares of stock.
What?
Yeah, and it blew up too. People was against me, and they laughed and whatnot.
No, this video, when I searched it online, I was like, this video is, you have got people doing this line dance to your song, people of all ages too. When they send you these videos and you see your music inspiring people to do this dance, like what are you thinking?
You know, it's amazing to see, like, you know, people sit around with an idea and it becomes fruition and it manifests itself in the physical form. You see people all over the country doing your chicken wing dance, you know. My label, Leroy Mack, which is Powell, he felt like, you know, that the dance, you know, saying that the song needed a line dance with it. So he actually went out himself and, you know, hired some line dancers. And when they came up with the dance, and there's a tutorial on YouTube that explains the whole process. And when I seen that, I said, damn.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Like, here's the thing. I mean, I saw the tutorial. Right. I have tried to learn the moves, and I'm not. I mean, look, it's gonna take. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to get there. I mean, do I? I don't know.
He just really, a lot of times, goes into his different modes when he starts singing when he's in here.
You know, from his style and his whole little swagger, it's different. You wear different color suits. You might see him with a pink suit on and some pink shoes, big hat. You know, just different stuff that's gonna catch the eye. And then he have the talent with it too, you know, the move and just the whole charisma, you know. I've been on the road with him, and it's basically the same way. I think you can put Cool anywhere. You can set him in Africa somewhere and he can rock him.
Y'all show some love coming to the stage for Clay Red, a.k.a. Kool Ace. That boy got them Louboutins on. He got them George 26s on. Talking to Mike.
Yes.
Talking to Mike.
Mike
yes,
check.
sir.
Mike check.
All right,
1,
let
2.
them know what your name is.
My name is Mr. Kool Ace, a.k.a. Clay Red.
Okay. All right. And where you from, brother?
I was born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. Bankhead, too, right?
Just west side, Rickety Hole, 285.
Okay. Yeah.
I dreamed about Miss J last night.
J, them your folks.
Last time I was here, she threw some panties at me, and I missed him. I won't miss him tonight.
Okay, Akon. Okay. Trying to
I would
deck
like
your
to sing my
homes.
rendition of the Christmas song. I changed it for words.
You ready for Miss Jane?
And my mother says, as long as I don't cuss, just sing your song, son.
Well, you cuss a little. We don't give a shit.
Hey,
you said what?
Mama don't give a damn.
I'm sorry. Shibidoo. My name is Kool Ace, a.k.a. Clay Red.
Well, no. My name is Professor Vanessa, a.k.a. Coco.
Look out now. You're going to get some in your eye. Front row. Look out. Look away.
Blaze lamb chops roasting slow on fire. Jack Frost fish scales, lippy nose.
Let me go, y'all.
On my timeline, remix yellow ties, ugly sweaters and family photos.
Let me get some more music.
Everybody knows some turkey for that pop clean cool.
Y'all know what it is?
It's a shooby night.
Bro, this is a church event. I'm sorry.
Although it's been said, and videos, we'll find it hard to sleep tonight.
Let me go, Ricky.
I'm so glad. We know that Santa don't come our way.
I'm so glad it's gift covered.
Mom and Pops got it out the mud the hard way. Hey y'all, now we shine like stars high in the sky. Guess what they want to see? They want to see temptations purify.
Come on.
And so I offer a different phrase. 'Tis the season to all of you. That's what I said, y'all. All those been said. Ricky, many times, many ways.
Yeah.
Merry Pippin.
What the hell what the hell just happened? You can't be putting your gifts in people's faces.
I just want to change the words a little bit to the urban area. Excuse me, man, more peppermint. Even though the peppermint may be gone, the sweetness in your mouth still reminds you of me. Y'all all right? No peppermint? It's sweet. Oh, let me go, Shay. And so I offer a different phrase. 'Tis the season to all of you. Hey, Ricky!
Yeah!
Although it's been said
Sing it!
many times, many ways, Merry Pippin to you. Thank you, I love you, Star Down.
I'll be back, in other words.
All right.
And tell Kool-Aid, I'm looking for it.
Back of Travel Level.
Y'all having fun, huh? Miss y'all too.
It was the album title song, and that's how I first started working with George Clinton. And we've had a long-term relationship, I think, since some early 90s. I'm still working with him to this day, to this very day. I mean, the list goes on. We had the opportunity to, during that time, we became so close and so close with each other. You know, I call him Dad. He's my godfather, you know. And we developed a very, 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 very close relationship, you know, musically and really family-wise. I never forget, I could call George Clinton back in those days. You know, he was very high. He was smoking cocaine all over the place, everywhere. He was smoking whole, got 14 ounces of cocaine, turn around, eat 3 chicken wings, man, from Church's Chicken. You never seen no man like this. Literally the biggest heart in the world, man. He's such a giving person, such a loving person. I don't know nobody on this planet Earth with a bigger heart, literally, than George Clinton, man. I am serious when it comes to giving. That man would give his last. But anyway, I had a couple of clients want to work with him. And so I would call him, and he would, man, literally jump in the car with me, drive down to my client's place, you know, get his money, and we'll keep it moving. We actually did a tour all over the South. Once, you know, with a lot of people that I was working with at that time. And we always had a great relationship, man. I got some stories I could tell you that would make you just trip. I remember we was riding from here to, from Little Rock, Arkansas. We left the city after recording. They gave us police escort. We riding all the way back to Atlanta, and all you can see on the expressway is that light in that straight shooter. But Dad don't get high no more. You know, he don't do nothing but smoke weed now. And I'm so proud, man. He looks well. He got his business in order, man. And he's my greatest inspiration, man. I mean, he just woke up one day and said he want to be around. He want to see those talented grandchildren that he has, you know, do what they're doing. They want to be at the crossroads. when they need his direction and instruction, man. And I'm just in love with him. He's the greatest, man. He is one of my greatest. He on my first 5 fingers when it comes to inspiration.
Same time.
I was in the Nation of Islam. I'm coming out of the Nation of Islam after 7 or 8 years. First couple of years, zealous, no sex, no premarital sex, you know. I mean, just adamant about sticking to what they would call the restricted laws of Islam. So let's go 7, 8 years later. I was removed from the Nation of Islam as an officer for impregnating a minister's daughter and not being married. So I was kicked out of the Nation of Islam, what they call violating restricted laws for a year. The first charge is a year, and it continues. So at that time, you know, they really wanted me to marry the sister. 6, 7, 8 years later, here I am, you know. I was being charged for fornication as an officer, meaning having premarital sex. I impregnated a virgin minister's daughter, and I was removed because, you know, she showed, and of course, when they found out that she was pregnant, we have what we call restricted laws of Islam that are for everybody. But there was some leadership in the Nation of Islam at that time that was, you know, trying to put it away and hide it, which wasn't a part of the program, and I didn't like it. So really what they was trying to do is get me to marry the minister's daughter before it actually was public to the believers. And I wouldn't go for it. I'd rather take the time that they gave me, and I stood up at a believers meeting that they have every Sunday, only for believers, and before everybody, and was shamed for what they deemed as a violation to the restricted laws of Islam. And I was removed from the Nation of Islam for a year.
One thing I answer to and feel.
You know, I still can do the dances of the young. I still can speak the lingo of the young. I still can, you know, rap or sing in the pockets of the young. And I guess it's for, you know, me, number one, working in the club. You know, I'm a host at all of some of the biggest clubs in Atlanta. Babes, Onyx sometimes, Pinups. So every day I'm listening to the music in the clubs with the DJ. So, you know, that I guess that will really help me stay relevant. But around 285 in Atlanta, pretty much if you know anybody that's connected to the street or connected to promotion or connected to anything in the entertainment, 9 times out of 10 they'll know me because of my relevance. But the most important thing that have kept me is just being in these clubs, though. And generation after generation, people after people, it's one big cycle, you know. It's like one big loop, man. You just gotta stay in the loop, you dig? I'm about to bring you the greatest amateur contest all over the world, a series of nothing but uncut, pure talent. No hold barred, anything goes. Clean the living room out. Here we go. Are you ready? Now come travel with me.
Blocking bench and Charlie Road, nigga. Hey, 4 fingers, no thumb, nigga. Lace, nigga. Hey, straight connect, nigga. Yeah. Mama done.
Don't let dick off in that hoe. Fuck that bitch like you mad at her. If that pussy stank, oh man, throw a rag at her. Shake that laffy taffy. Do it with no hand. Lean with it, raw with it. Oh girl, do your dance.
Oh, you can do it too. Hell no, not like Mac or Ace. I've been serving straight drop, gutter butter, numb taste. I bet you can't do it like me. Boy, stop playing. Go do your homework, and then you understand. And I know you like me. Got peepish ways like Ike. I works the baby mama. Baby daddy wants to fight me. He gets a chicken like all your tricks who stole the move. Go get rag top. We'll show y'all how to act a fool. We'll lean with it, rock with it, tick with it, talk with it. Get that pussy wet, let it drip, baby, drop with it. Grady babies, Myrmidon gameaholics. Go put your labor on it. It don't matter what y'all
Don't let dick off in that hoe. Fuck that bitch like you mad at her. If that pussy stank, oh man, throw a rag at her. Shake that laffy taffy. Do it with no hand. Lean with it, raw with it. Oh girl, do your dance.
Shibby-doo, baby. My name is Clay Ray.
Let's have a family reunion.
Relevancy has always been important. I think one of the most important things that Carlos taught me is, how to stay relevant. Always listening to the younger ears, and they'll tell you where the people are and where the music is. And not being so personal with yourself and letting self go. And seeing wherever the people are and trying to meet them halfway. So just to be relevant, one of the most biggest things that I was able to do was just listen to people. And being able to connect to the lingo of the kids, or whatever generation. I've been around for 4 or 5 generations now in Atlanta.
Atlanta flavor is like, that what Kool-Aid's got, that southern pimping, that straight funk.
He's like an energy, like a phenomenal energy, a musical energy, positive, always positive. I've never seen him negative at all, ever. Never seen Kool-Aid's negative.
Kool-Aid's much love there. The brother helped me out, inspired me a lot. It's real,
He's the greatest in the town to me, of the South of all time.
Shibby-doo, baby, y'all know who it is. Clay Red, a.k.a. Kool-Aid, Samoa. The Black Johnny Carson, Ace Rothstein from the movie Casino, a.k.a. the Black Benjamin Button. Oh, a.k.a. Shamo. That don't mean I'm a Samoan. That just means we want some more.
You see what I'm saying? Like, wow. Look at the talent, bro.
And at the end of the day, Kool-Aid's pretty much, I put him in there as the master producer.
Kool-Aid is the ground of hip-hop in Atlanta.
The brother's dynamic and he's sharp, and he's probably did more for me than I could ever do for him.
We family, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna grow old together, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's my brother. Truth is always the best thing.
It made me the woman I am today. I really do think that, if I can get through Kool, I can get through anybody. I will never have a problem in life,
Ace, man, I'm saying, like, it ain't even too many more words we can keep saying about how fire home is, though.
Hey, man, I mean, it's just, the chapters goes on and on and on and on and on.
He's like a superhero of music, the ultimate entertainment.
So, John, you're from Atlanta. What's the music scene look around here? What?
Man, set your old ass down somewhere and go take some Robitussin.
God damn, some Geritol.
Geritol, they gonna rub on some of that, whatever that white shit you be rubbing on yourself. So confused, gay. So confused about yourself. I say hot, nigga.
It's nothing but chicken feed. You already know, Samoa, we got a long night.